friends, welcome back to my channel. We're here today for a book haul. I haven't done a book haul in about a month. I get a lot of books from publishers. Usually I intend to buy some books. I have a few books that I need to purchase this month. You can't sing. Open your mouth. Ha ha ha. So I'm saying I get a lot of books from publishers, and two of the books that I'm going to share in this haul, two of the books that I'm going to share in this book are specifically for her. So let's start with those. One is a book that we got today from the publishers, and it is Slothy Claws, A Christmas Story, illustrated by Mackenzie Haley. You want to show them your book? Come sit down and hold up your book. Okay, there you go. So we're going to be sharing this one on Instagram pretty soon. Here comes Slothy Claws, and she has a sloth to go along with the book. She has a sloth that goes along with the book. It didn't come with the book. She got a sloth from a friend, a family friend, a few months ago, and a little book that explains the behaviors of sloths. And so yeah, that's your book. That's the Slothy Claws. We're going to be talking about that book sometime soon is what I'm saying. So that book is for her. And then we also got this one. We went to a health fair from our church, a health fair at our church a couple of weeks ago, and one of the presenters gave her this book. She said she purchased it at Target, and she was looking for someone to gift it to, and so she was happy to have met us and be able to gift us this book, Light and Dark, Black and Blue. And this is called Another. It is by Christian Robinson, and it's a book, it's just a picture book. It doesn't have any words, so it's up for you to interpret the story. And so we've been looking through it a little bit, and I want to share it with you. I'm going to do a flip through when she's not playing with it. You want to go sit over there and read it? You want to go sit over there and read it? No, you want to stay here. Okay, so those are the two books that we got for her recently. Aside from that, Mommy also got a picture book. I got House Story by Jasmine Roth. This is subtitled Insider Secrets to the Perfect Home Renovation. I did a review on my channel a few days ago. So if you don't watch all my videos and you want to hear a little bit more about this book, then maybe you want to go check out that review. Jasmine Roth is an HGTV star, and in this book she talks about home renovations and how you can update your home, how you can maximize the potential that your home can provide for you in terms of style and function, how we can meet the needs for you and all the people who live with you. And she talks a little bit about home renovations, maybe the way we think about construction renovations, and whether projects should be taken on by homeowners or not. And she advises you for big projects, and especially if you're not a professional in the field, to use professionals, use contractors, use construction crew when you can. But she also in this book talks a lot about updates that you can make without having to call in a professional. She talks about finding out your house story, how you can learn. Sit. She talks about the architectural style of your home and your style, your personal style add-on that you'd like to incorporate, and how you can marry those two things to get a cohesive look. She talks about the different elements of design and decor that you can incorporate to also play out those things. So I talk a little bit about that book, and yeah, this one was a gift from Penguin Random House. That was a gift from the publisher. Okay, but you can't sing, Mommy talking. Alright, you could sing later. Blue.
Mommy.
That's not Mommy, that's another lady. That's a lady. Blue. Okay. All right, aside from that, I got another picture book that also has to do with style. This one is a little bit about personal style. This is I Am Beauty by Rico Campo, and Rico Campo is international makeup artist, skincare expert, and beauty editor at large. He is from Finland, and it says he has worked and lived in the United States since 2003. So in this book, he talks about how you can take care of your skin and how you can use makeup to maximize the potential of your skin after, especially after 40 years old. So this book is really targeted towards women 40 and over, but there are a lot of lessons in here that maybe if you start incorporating before you're 40, then you may just have better skin when you turn 40. So he takes there are several models in here. I think there are about 12 models in here that he works with, and they, span the spectrum of age and ethnic diversity and skin type. And he shows how he uses makeup to enhance the natural beauty of these women. But I also love that there are interviews with the models themselves, and they share some of the beauty lessons that they have learned as they've been growing up, some of their beauty icons, and most of them talk about the women in their families, their mothers, their aunts, their grandmothers, and things that they have learned. Yellow, yeah. Some of the lessons that were passed down through their generations, through the generations of their family, as it relates to taking care of your skin. And also other things. They don't just talk about beauty, they talk about wellness, beauty coming from within, and how you can incorporate elements in your life just to live a beautiful life, not just focus on outward appearance. So I really enjoyed this book. I read it and did a written review. I'll link that down below. And I'm also going to be doing a video review pretty soon. So that was a gift also from... Did you hear that? That was a book being ripped. It was already ripped, so it's not new. This one was a gift from HarperCollins, the publishers. Yeah, so I have shared with you now so far about 4 books. Most of them are picture books. Let's talk about some books that are more focused on words, but no less beautiful. I got the new Elizabeth Strout novel. This is entitled Oh William. I haven't read it yet. I don't want to read the synopsis because I'm going to be reading it pretty soon, but you'll hear me talk about it because I'm going to be reading it within the next week or so, and I'm going to be reviewing it as soon as I've read it, so you'll hear me talk about it then. So forgive me for not sharing the synopsis. I just want to go into this book as blind as I can. That's red. Yes, good job. I also got, and that was a gift from Penguin Random House, as is this one, Always in December by Emily Stone. I'm currently reading this one, so I know a little bit about what it's about. It is a novel set in England. His novel, Always in December, is set in December around Christmas time. We're reading about a woman who has just broken up with her boyfriend, and when she was a child, her parents died around Christmas time. So the holidays are really tough for her, and the fact that her boyfriend has now cheated on her and broken up with her around Christmas just makes it even worse. The cat goes meow. So yeah, it's about a woman named Josie who she's starting some new relationship of some sort around December. And so I think this is supposed to be a love story, but I'm not sure, because it does say it's a devastating, romantic, life-affirming love story. But I feel like maybe the love story is not going to be a romantic love story, so we'll see how that goes. So Always in December was a gift from Penguin Random House as well. Yes, Pumpkin, that's the cat. The cat. All right. All of these books are gifts from publishers. I also got When Striving Cease by Ruth Chow Simons. It says that she's the founder of Grace Lace, which I'm not familiar with. She is an artist, entrepreneur, and speaker who uses each of these platforms to spiritually sow the word of God into people's hearts. So I think this is her memoir. It is her story. So religious, spiritual growth, and Christian lifestyle. So this is subtitled Replacing the Gospel of Self-Improvement with the Gospel of Life Transforming Grace. So I haven't read it yet. I'm going to be reading it pretty soon. And so I'll review it here so you'll know more. But yeah, this is one of the books that I got recently. I also got from, and that was a gift from Thomas Nelson Publishing. I also got The Sisterhood of the Enchanted Forest. This one is by Naomi Moriyama and William Doyle. This is subtitled Sustenance, Wisdom, and Awakening in Finland's Karelia. And the author, well, one of the authors, it says Naomi Moriyami. She lived in New York for 25 years and then she moved with her husband and her co-author. So this is a couple. They're writing about their move to Finland. It says they moved with their 7-year-old child to the vast forests of Finland's Karelia, a mysterious region on the Russian border that helped inspire J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth fantasies. And so here she encountered this life-altering zone of tranquility, peace, and beauty. It says the spiritual heart of the nation ranked as the happiest country on earth among the world's most empowered women. And so here she's going to be writing about what she has found, what she has learned. And so I probably will save this for Nonfiction November, just because it's not yet on my TBR and I don't think I have to review it for the publishers in October, so I'm going to be pushing this off, I think. This one was a gift from the publishers, Pegasus Books, Simon & Schuster's Pegasus Books. So you'll be hearing me talk about this one then. From the publishers, I also got The Third Mrs. Galway. This is a novel by Deirdre Sinnott. This was a gift from Akashic Books. And this one happens in New York in 1835. It says this woman, Helen Galway, discovers a secret. 2 people who have escaped enslavement are hiding in the shack behind her husband's house. Suddenly, she's at the center of the era's greatest moral dilemma. Should she be a good wife and report the fugitives, or will she defy convention and come to their aid? So this is pretty intriguing to me, and I'm looking forward to reading this soon. And this one was released in July 2021. I think I've had it now for a couple of months. So there's that. Aside from that, I got this one from Ballantine Books. This is An Unlikely Mask. Good job. Aside from that, I also got this one from Ballantine Books. This is A Quantum Life by Hakeem Olusei and Joshua Horowitz. This is My Unlikely Journey from the Street to the Stars. Yes, that's a chocolate wrapper. Good job. This is a memoir of a physicist who started off his life on the streets. Here's a synopsis. It says, navigating poverty, violence, and instability, a young James Plummer had 2 guiding stars, a genius IQ and a love of science. But a bookish nerd is a soft target, and James faced years of bullying and abuse. As he struggled to survive his childhood in some of the country's toughest urban neighborhoods in New Orleans, Houston, and LA, and later in the equally poor backwoods of Mississippi, he adopted the persona of gangster nerd, dealing weed in juke joints while winning state science fairs with computer programs that modeled Einstein's theory of relativity. Are you intrigued yet? Says he adopted a new name to honor his African ancestors. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. The publishers sent it to me to read and review, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. So hoping to get to it pretty soon, and that a lot of these books don't just get pushed to Nonfiction November. So yeah, those are some books that I have gotten recently. I am waiting for my book of the month club subscription to come. I have 2 books that I'm pretty excited about coming to me, hopefully today. So if that comes, I will insert a clip showing those 2 books that I've gotten. So it's Karen from the future. Still wear the same clothes. It is, we've just changed locations. I'm here because I forgot one book, and I also have my book of the month box. So I'm going to share that with you. The book that I forgot. I don't know how I forgot this book. I think it fell when we were outside. This is Notable Native People by Adrienne Keene. This is 50 Indigenous leaders, dreamers, and change makers from past and present. And I got this from Penguin Random House. It is stunning. It is illustrated. Of course it is. So Here are the portraits of the indigenous people that we're discussing, and this is a short bio. It gives their given name, their government recognized name, I suppose, the tribe or peoples that they're from, their times, their birth and death dates or years, and their contributions. So there are 50 in here. And there is a note at the end that if you are looking to learn more about indigenous people, that your learning shouldn't end here. Adrienne Keene lists 50 people, but she also lists resources where you can find out more about indigenous cultures. And Adrienne Keene is a citizen of the Cherokee Nation herself. She talks a little bit about her history and her background in the book, but of course the focus on here is on other people. And I love this book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm probably going to be saving this one for the end of the month. We'll see. This might spill over into November. And my book of the month box is here. So I subscribe to Book of the Month Club, but I don't pick a book every month. I haven't picked a book in so long that my credit was about to expire, so I knew that I had to pick a book this month if I didn't want to lose my credit. But it just so happens that one of the books this month is a highly anticipated book, and this is Colston Whitehead's newest release, Harlem Shuffle. So I got this with my credit. Someone used my link. I have a link in the description box down below if you'd like to try Book of the Month Club yourself, that you can use my code and you'll get a discount on your first box, as well as I'll get some kind of a credit. So I think that this credit that I got was from someone using my code. So thank you if you're watching this video. Thank you so much because you helped me get this book. I'm looking forward to reading it. I am looking forward to reading it. I may not get to it in October, but I'm going to be reading and reviewing it pretty soon. And I also purchased an add-on. So how Book of the Month Club works, if you buy the book this month, you can get one of the previous month's books for a reduced price. And so I purchased Devil in the White City by Eric Larson. This is subtitled Murder, Magic, and Madness at the Fair That Changed America. This is about a serial killer, I think, who was working at the time of the World's Fair in Chicago, circa 1893. Eric Larson's narrative nonfiction is fantastic. So far, I've read 2 of his books in buddy read groups with Patrice and Doris and Heidi, and we all have gushed over his writing, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. This has been on my TBR for a while, and I think some of the other ladies have read it, so I'm going to be probably reading this by myself. And I could have gotten a copy from the library, but Eric Larson's writing is such that you kind of just want to hold his book and reread passages and mark them, and yeah. So gonna be reading and reviewing that as well pretty soon. So these are the 3 books that I forgot in my haul. Now back to past Karen. These are the books that I want to share with you in today's book haul. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little interesting because the kiddo is here and she has her own agenda when the camera goes on. But thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let's chat in the comments. And until next time, happy reading. Bye. And come back to say bye. Come say bye. These are your friends. Put on the juice. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye. I like you. I like books. Say I like books.
Boof.
I love books.